Ever since I was really little, an orca was just about my favorite animal. We frequently went to SeaWorld because it was one of my favorite things to do because I loved them that much. Uh, it wasn't until I was about 12, maybe 13, that I started learning the truths about captivity and keeping animals in captivity, which long led to the road to me becoming a vegan. And I think it's astonishing what people don't know and what people think they know about it. You get all these stories of mothers unknowingly taking their kids to something that promotes so much violence and destruction that it's not even funny, and then going home and feeding them, a burger on the plate. It's just unreal to me. I just watched a video on YouTube that was pro-captivity for orcas at SeaWorld. And they were stating that they were kept in decent containments, decent, glass and cement containments, that they were treated affectionately, that they were fed very well, and that they liked what they did. One of the things that it actually said in this video was that they wouldn't be so inquisitive and happy, and they wouldn't have the faces that we all know and love. I'm sorry, but have you ever seen a whale? They can't actually smile. They can open their mouth and they can close their mouth, but the skin on the side of their mouth doesn't move. They can go like this, and they can go like this, and they can't, look angry. However, a few facts dawned on me, actually, that a whale's, an orca's, brain cavity is bigger than ours. They have the same deep tissue folds. They have the same, they have the same everything. They're as smart as us, if not smarter, And this is an animal that hunts. It doesn't graze. It's not a grazer. It hunts for a living, live animals. In the wild, it can have a life expectancy of up to 80 years for a female, 80 years. And in captivity, what is their life expectancy? 20. 20 at most. So I'm sorry if you think that they're treated decently and fed wonderfully. That doesn't take away from their natural instinct to hunt and their natural instinct to swim vast areas, not circular in a tank. I'm sorry, but if you took something as smart as a human being, that looked like a human being, talked like a human being, was a human being, say, a gorilla that looked just like a human being, and stuck it in a tank and told it to perform several times a day, and, that's cool. If it doesn't, it'll still get fed, that's fine. You would still call that an outrage. It's okay because it's another animal. And I don't believe that they're treated nicely. I don't care what you say, what people say. That is not facts. People that keep animals in aquariums and zoos and circuses and sea worlds over-medicate the shit out of their animals. They are. They're just over-medicated. They stick them with needles as much as they can. It's unreal to me that people still can claim that these animals are treated fine. These are smart, intelligent, sentient beings that have no control over their life at all. None. They cannot control anything in their life. A little crane comes up and they're allowed into the next tank for that time period. She said that, they're never really kept alone. They have at least one tank buddy. These are animals that live in pods of up to 80 at a time. And, they can have one other one with them periodically. That's cool. I'm sorry, but are you listening to yourself when you say stuff like that? Are you really? These are animals that are as smart as us, kept in glass tanks, forced to perform, and their life expectancy is a fourth of what it would be in the wild. They have drastic physical changes. Their whole dorsal fin flops over from lack of stimulation and lack of current to make it move because they're not swimming the vast distances that they would be. They're commodities. You treat them like commodities, a living soul. That is disgusting to me. And you go on and say how they're treated so wonderful and they love it. I'm sorry, I've read several cases of an orca pinning its trainer down to the bottom and almost killing it. There was one of those come swim with the dolphin thing down in Mexico or it was Caribbean, it was the Bahamas. After 10 years of this, she busted out of her cage And everyone was like, oh, she's never going to live. She doesn't remember how to do any of that. She can't be wild anymore. You know what? She found herself a new pod and was getting along just fine. Maybe when the day that people stop enslaving animals is the day when we really will realize how amazing and smart they are. Not, oh, look at the pretty thing jump out of the water with balancing a ball on its head or fuck, whatever else. It's ridiculous and stupid, and people need to learn to stop it.